But I posted that picture, that little round fucking junction. It starts with a B.
Bullet?
Branton's? No, it's got the little horse. It's got the little horse. It's got the horse on top of the cork.
Ooh. Fuck, that was what I was supposed to get out. But when I was out today, I was supposed to get some Von Payne whiskey. God damn it.
And you forgot, apparently.
I did.
Well, we've got a lot to talk about, and I just want to start with the fact that I'm irritated, boys, that we have to dedicate. We're going to end up dedicating an entire episode to these two idiots. I know we are.
Hey, I decided to get my balls laminated.
Oh yeah.
You know, just putting it out there. You know, saying keep them fresh and not have to worry about things for a while. You know.
Wait, you say laminated?
Yeah, absolutely. I think.
No, you know how you laminate something. You got to run them through that fucking machine. You want them just. You want them. You want them wrapped. You want them wrapped.
No. Shrink wrap. Yeah. Shrink wrap. I'll do shrink wrap.
What's the one where they go and they suck out all the air?
That's vacuum sealed. You don't
vacuum
want that.
sealed.
Yeah, you don't want food saver. You don't want food saver your balls.
No.
That skin is way too soft. It'll suck right in the tube.
After you get them shrink wrap, Marco, we can do that. Right. You can do that thing, where you put that design on top of the water and then like you dip items and you can just
hydro dip. Let's hydro dip.
Yeah, like a hydro dip, some fucking flames or some fucking shit like that. Or make it look like a
all right, special content.
We'll do like a
you make it look like flames and then hydro dip
frozen.
the member.
It's time for some special content video.
I like this.
There we go.
I think we're gonna do a special live show where we hydro dip Marco's balls.
I like it.
Well,
Picasso.
Speaking of hydro dipping balls, welcome to the locker room. I'm Tom.
I'm Matthew.
I'm Chuck.
And apparently I'm destined to have colorful balls.
Yes, you are.
Ooh, tie-dye. We could tie-dye your balls.
That's multiple dips. I mean, I may cut out of that one.
You want to do
that? Maybe too much.
Sorry.
Multiple
liquid
dips.
latex
spell situation.
Oh my god, liquid latex, fantastic. Maybe something like that. Was it the dip grip or the grip dip? Like the shit that you
the hot dip for your pliers.
Oh, plastic dip
for your pliers.
Yeah, plastic dip. Yep.
Pliers,
we can do that.
Yeah.
Make those balls like non-conductive for electricity in case you ever
listen. I got the motherfucker snipped. You know what I'm saying? So like
so they're just
really
decorative.
Yeah, they're just there. They're ornament. They're fucking trees on the ornaments on the trees.
Yeah,
that's right.
Seriously,
well,
I mean, like,
still the same size.
Yeah. I mean, obviously as we get
they don't cut any of the balls.
They tend to hang down a little lower. But I think maybe stick them up and maybe just go aerodynamic with them. You know what I'm saying? If I dip them, get a little aerodynamic when I go back and forth. You know,
some hot rod flames.
Ooh,
or you can go straight cholo, put a mini chain steering wheel and some dingle balls around it. I mean, your balls already have hydraulics; they go up and down.
I should just pinstripe my dick. Just some pinstripes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So it's pinstriping
right along the vein.
Pinstripe the penis.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
Well, tonight's not going to get any better because do you realize we're about to spend an hour discussing two millionaires hitting each other?
Hold on. If I pinstripe my dick, would that be my lowrider? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Oh, Von Dutch style?
Oh, yeah.
Call it Von Dick.
Von Dick.
Von Dick.
Von Cock.
I like it.
Cock
so anyways, so let's go on and talk about
the
death of comedy.
Oh, dude. So we, as a group, we were in a message thread today, and we said we didn't really want to talk about this.
Not at all, because everybody else is, and who fucking cares?
Right. But at the same time, we felt obliged to talk about it because we know that's what you guys are expecting. And
we already got a couple messages about it. You guys can talk about the slap? Fine, we'll talk about the stupid fucking slap, and that's it. And we're dropping it.
The slap heard round the internet.
Oh my god!
By the way, meme culture is out of control. That shit was like, I cannot.
It was so quick.
There was a tattoo already. There's a tattoo of it already.
Yes,
that's fast.
Yeah.
That's fast.
It's got to be like fucking henna.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Who
No,
the
everybody-
fuck would do that?
Somebody who wants to be first and get all the views and the likes,
Yep.
man.
So yeah,
This
do it for the
culture
content.
is
Right?
fucking stupid.
Oh,
Gotta
yeah.
be
My
first.
God,
Doesn't
the
matter
other
what it
day-
is.
The other day, my coworker did a whole bunch of fucking tattoos for the content. 4 people came in and got fucking
No
tattoos of a
way.
logo, of a fucking logo for the content. Yeah,
That's,
and it's good.
that's on your
And-
body for
and-
like.
And before you go, before like, oh, maybe they're just supporting a friend. Yes, they were supporting a friend's company, but where the shit went south is when they said, "This is going to be great content, man. Just smile over here and do it for the content."
Yeah.
I'm out.
It's
I'm
no.
out.
Can't
What
do it
the
for the content.
I'm out.
Fucking idiots.
Like-
That's the world we live
Do you remember
in
when
now.
tattoos were for cool people?
No,
Yeah.
because as soon as I got into tattooing, I was doing mustache on the fingers and camels on big fat toes.
And fucking
Okay, one funny fucking tattoo is different than I'm gonna do this for likes on the gram or for my TikTok following.
Yeah.
What do you
Oh
fucking
yeah,
want?
that's
it's
true.
fucking,
That's
yeah,
true.
it's fucking retarded.
so
Look over here. Look over here for the video. Look over here for the video. I was like, oh, that's it. Like, look at that. That was like the. Luckily, I did not do the tattoos because at that point I would have to rethink of my career. Like this is where. Do you guys remember the other guys? The movie The Other
Yes.
Guys.
Yeah, I
Yes.
just watched it the other night. As a
yeah,
matter
me
of fact.
too. Actually,
So-
No shit.
okay,
2 weeks ago.
so- I think. Listen, if I had done those tattoos, if it would have been me up doing those tattoos, I think I would have seen myself as Gator, as like Will Smith, like looking at himself in the mirror, holding like the switchblade with the fucking gold teeth. Like, where has my career gone?
Oh God.
That's
Eric,
ridiculous.
thank you very much for the emails. Shout out to the listener Eric, who's gonna get tattooed by me. Much love, buddy.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'll see
Oh,
you
I know
soon.
what Eric
Cool.
you're talking about. I think.
I'm gonna give him. I'll give him a rash of shit while he's
Yeah.
on the chair.
All right.
We'll have to take one for the gram for the content, Eric.
Oh,
for the content.
Oh my
You know,
God, you have to now.
Eric,
You
do
have
not
to.
contact me for tattoos. Your tattoo session's over.
Is it ER? Is it the Eric with a C?
Eric
Yes.
with a
Oh.
with a C?
Yeah. let's see.
Yeah. Hey Eric, you're listening. So you better send it to me on a DM.
Ew. That sounds
Oh, I'll probably.
really
Wow.
creepy.
Well, he
You want-
DMs me
you-
all the time.
He's slipping through your DMs.
Whoa.
What do you think?
Slide
He's
into my
slipping through your
DMs. Again.
Oh,
I think. Wait, is this the same Eric that we're talking about, Chuck?
But I don't
He
want to say the
does-
last name. But
Yeah.
it ends with an X.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There we
Yeah.
go. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So I
I know who
said
you're
C.
talking
No. Yeah. We all
Yeah.
talk. We all freaking chat with him.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
good
nice
dude.
guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Oh my God.
basically,
I wonder if
for
he fangirled right there. It's like, oh,
No.
man, talking about me.
No.
I hope
No.
oh,
No. No.
but I first of all, I didn't know the Academy Awards were on.
I have a funny
Oh,
story
neither
about
did I.
that.
I was literally on social media and it said so and so wins an award for an Academy Award. I'm all, that's tonight. And then it was like
Yeah.
Will Smith and Chris Rock have altercation at Academy Awards. I'm all, wait, that really is tonight. So
Well-
I didn't know.
Okay,
So, Matt,
here's a funny story. My regular morning commute to work, I drive north on on Highland and pass Hollywood Boulevard every
Sure.
fucking morning.
Right.
Every
And that's where he
morning
works at the corner.
without fail. And they had it all blocked off and shit and had the awning thing and everything. And I'm like, I wonder what's going on. Like all fucking week. I had no fucking clue until Friday night.
And you work in that business, by the way.
I work in the yeah. And I still didn't watch it. I'm like,
Well,
okay, cool.
in fairness, you don't work on that side of the business.
No, but everybody's
No,
talking
you don't
about it.
Work. He doesn't do the awards, but everybody, yeah, you can't swing a dead cat at our old work without people talking about who's going to win and who's nominated.
But then it clicked in me. I'm like,
Sure,
oh, that's
yeah.
why everybody was saying they were watching all the nominee films that week. Like, because there's, people that'll just go through and spend the week
yeah.
watching all the
Okay.
freaking nominated films. And I'm like, oh, now that makes sense. Okay.
So now how do they do that for your consideration? I mean, back in the day, it was like, they sent out
DVD?
the DVDs and then you share the shit out of those. Like you weren't supposed to, but you did.
DVD.
So
Same thing.
na-
Same thing.
na-
Same thing.
Same thing.
Still do it.
So like,
Still do it. Yep.
So that's
Yeah, they
what's
send out
supposed-
you get screeners.
But
Yeah.
now they're encoded with your personal ID number. So if that
Mhm.
gets out, like if somebody pirates a copy of it and they
Yep.
look in the
You're
encoding,
fucked.
they can trace that serial number back to you, and you
Oh,
all
yeah.
of your
It's all
of
digital.
your privileges and rights get revoked. Like,
Yep.
they kick
That's
you out
crazy.
the academy. Yeah, it's
Wow.
So
That's
basically,
serious.
if you're making millions and millions and millions of dollars on film, you still got to own a DVD player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You no longer-
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
at the end of the day,
Yep.
You got
But
you
it's like
remember back
Netflix too. That shit comes in an envelope.
Oh yeah, but you remember back in the day when you would get my freaking dad would get the VHS tapes of the screeners,
Yeah,
and
the
during the
screeners.
whole
Right,
fucking movie,
right.
along the bottom was a scroll like
Along the bottom,
Screener
this,
copy,
this,
not
screener
for
copy,
publication
courtesy of
of the
blah blah.
American. Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the whole fucking movie.
Oh yeah.
I watched a lot of movies like that.
Yeah, those
It's
are
a
all
screener
freaking
copy.
Screener.
Well, hold on a
Any-
second. Chuck got them from Paco. You know what I'm saying? He got the
Because you could bootleg those back then. They couldn't trace
Right?
it back to
They
you
couldn't
because it was
trace
just a
the video.
VHS tape.
Mm-hmm. So
I was happy
Yeah.
when the bootleg guy came by the tattoo shop and he had those because you know they were going to be like the screeners. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, these screeners. Do you mind the writing across the bottom? I'm like, fuck no. I know it's going to be a crystal ass clear copy of that shit.
I never trust the bootleg guy because you never knew when it was the dude with the video camera in the theater.
In the theater, yeah.
Nah,
I
yeah.
always
The
had
only
the guy.
That's New York shit. That's like New York in the 90s
Yeah.
shit. You'd find that.
We had a guy with a fucking black bag that would come on military base and be like, hey, I got the newest copy of this. And you're like, how much? He's like, $5. And you're like, fuck it. And you take it and you'd plop it in, and it's this shaky fucking handheld camcorder video. And you're like,
you see the
Yep.
people walking across the front
Yep.
of the aisles.
Exactly.
Yep.
it goes up and down with the volume.
Looks like MST3K.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Only nowhere near as funny.
Nowhere.
So we didn't want to talk about it, but essentially one millionaire got up and slapped another millionaire across the face on national television.
Yep.
That's what we're really talking about. And to that I say, who gives a fuck? Like, okay, if we had a TV show where millionaires just slap the shit out of each other, I would watch it. But
Ooh,
not
like the slap fight.
Like the slap fights.
like
Yeah.
slap fights.
Yeah,
Like
celebrity
that.
Put all that powder on your hand.
Yeah.
And then,
Elon Musk versus Jeff Bezos. I would think fucking my money's on Elon Musk. Elon Musk
Oh,
bitch
man.
slap Jeff Bezos into a fucking another time zone. That's just my call. But
Did that motherfucker just challenge Putin to a fight, to a boxing fight?
I don't
To a
think he
boxing match?
challenged
Was
him,
that
but
it?
Joe Rogan said he would train Elon Musk if Elon
Yeah.
Musk wanted to fight Putin.
I think Musk said it. I think
Yeah.
he said it.
That's awesome. I would again a pay-per-view. Let's pay-per-view
Yep,
it.
there you go.
We'll
That's
pay
like
for,
the
we'll
old
pay for the
school
humanitarian
fucking-
aid for Ukraine with all the
That-
money.
Hey, that was like the whole old school celebrity death match, the whole claymation
hell
shit
yeah.
back
Oh,
on
God,
MTV.
that was great.
Love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought we would talk. We didn't want to talk about like we'll
Bruno?
spend a
We
little
don't
bit of
wanna talk about
time
Bruno.
about whether it was real or fake. But I think we should really discuss the act of slapping another man itself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um,
for
go on.
saying something.
Right. So let's just address the real or fake thing first. What say you guys?
I say real.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's where my first impressions was, yeah, it's fucking real.
Yeah.
And
Not
you know,
playing.
you know what gets
He-
me on the what
Sorry,
gets
go
me on
ahead.
the real thing is what he yelled at the end or afterwards. You know, saying like it's how he looked, but and then I
But he
think
is an
to my-
actor, so there's that.
and he was laughing like when they first cut to
Mm-hmm.
Jada was
Right.
pissed immediately, like did not even want her, and she was like, you see her face, she didn't even want her name mentioned at all.
Yeah,
You know what
no,
I'm
she was
saying? Like-
rolling her eyes hard.
like immediately as soon as
Yeah.
he said, like as soon as
Mhm.
he mentioned her name, there was no joke or anything. He mentioned her name. It cut over to them, and she was already rolling her eyes and already had nothing to fucking do with him mentioning or singling her out, even though she's in front of a comedian in the front row.
Well, and
Right,
this
which-
wasn't the first time though. Chris Rock has like 3 prior offenses at events calling out to those two.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
seems
then you
personal
had
at
to-
this
Yeah,
point.
he-
You had-
yeah.
then you had to know.
he's picked on her several times. This
Hmm.
wasn't an isolated incident.
I mean, to be fair, she kind of asks for it with her behavior in a way. Like she acts so high and mighty, and like she's the empress of knowledge. And like you listen to her show or her podcast or her interviews, she comes across a little
Pomposy,
yeah, that's the word. Snooty,
Mhm.
right?
snooty,
So
snooty, snotty.
snooty.
Snooty.
And by the way, the internet never forgets. I love the meme culture. Automatically started pulling up interviews from fucking Will Smith on Arsenio
Mhm.
Hall making fun of a bald dude. And it was like the internet never forgets, motherfucker. You can't slap somebody for making fun of your bald ass wife. You made fun of a bald dude on Arsenio back in the day. Like,
I just want to know, like when, if it was a real reaction, when the fuck did it stop being funny? Because you were just laughing, like. 2
it's stopping
seconds
funny when
before.
Jada kicked him under the table.
Yeah, when he
Right.
saw that his wife was like really pissed about it. But you could. But when Chris, when
She was like,
when
if you don't
Chris
get up
got
there and slap
hit,
him, I am not
yeah.
going to fuck another guy in front of you tonight.
When,
But he didn't have to get up and slap. He didn't have to get up and fucking go slap.
but the
him.
way
Saying, like,
the way
no.
he acted when he got hit, if you ever got hit out of the blue, that's kind of like, or you see somebody gets hit
Oh,
out
the
of the blue, that's your
you
first
mean-
reaction. You're just like, what? You're shocked.
Oh,
You're
the
like,
shock.
what the
Yeah, yeah,
fuck? You know?
Right.
And it wasn't like
no.
this was like a brawl out on the street. He wasn't expecting
No.
this.
But in the same token, if he's not supposed to come up on stage, and you're like, what the fuck is this dude doing after I just talked some shit about his wife?
Yeah.
And he's coming up and he's like, oh shit. And then he telegraphs a little bit. Then, you know, it's not uncommon to see someone be like, oh, what the fuck is going to happen? And they kind of brace. I mean, I've been
Right.
in similar situations where I've seen someone telegraph and I was able to brace myself and kind of, you know, throw up my hands and block it. But, you know, yeah, you're right. If out in the streets or whatever, and it's just like, if one comes up out of nowhere, you're not going to be able to like lean into it or lean away from it. But, you know, I would say he probably saw something was up.
Well, I mean,
Well-
Will Smith was smiling on the way up
Well,
there. And if
and
you
you
watch
don't- you don't
if you
know.
watch the thing in slow motion, I watched it in slow motion, and you
Mhm.
can tell that Chris Rock had no idea why Will Smith was walking up on stage to him like that,
right.
and then it hit him.
Right. And then it hit him. Yeah. No. For me, again, just the whole reaction afterwards. What Will Smith said, but what Chris Rock was like looking to the side. You can, he was like looking to the side. Like,
Yeah, he was like, "What
offstage,
am I supposed to do here?"
It's like I'm stuck. We're live, and his initial reaction was like, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me. You know, it's like,
Mhm.
and like he's trying to roll, and then he can still like, he's in shock. He says that sentence, and then he has a long pause. Like, I don't know what to do here. Like, are we gonna
Right.
cut to? No, we're not gonna cut to commercial. We're gonna
Right.
keep this shit
We're rolling
rolling.
with it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So I need to, like, you know, and okay. So he looks back at the camera and like tries to get his composure, and he's still in shock. And he goes, "It was just a G.I. Jane joke, blah blah blah." And he tries to continue, move forward
Right.
with, you know, with what he's got to be doing. So, I think it was, honestly, I think it was real.
And for those of you that are on the side of fake, I did share the picture that's floating
Sure.
around there of the quote unquote
cheek
high
pad?
def 8K cheek pad that you can see. Hey, you know, you can take pictures from all kinds of angles. Chris Rock ain't eat spring chicken. That could just be wrinkles.
It is. You can also
but-
add a shadow to that picture because
Yes.
there's only one original of that picture, and you
But
can
I will
see
say
it, and it
this.
don't look like that.
Neither Matt nor I don't believe Chuck or Marco. I haven't talked to him about it, but we've heard of a lot of things in the movie, but I've never heard of a cheek. I know what a merkin is. I don't know what a cheek pad is.
Yeah.
The only cheek pad
what would that have done?
Right.
I mean, really?
You're still gonna
Really?
feel it.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Listen. The only the only cheek pads that I know of, that we have known of, the ones you use to fucking plump your ass up and make it look like a fake ass. You know what I'm saying? That's the only cheek pad that I know of.
I'll say this though. One thing that I saw that did lean towards the fakery style is if you see Will Smith as his hand comes across, his hand is capping his bicep, which
Yeah, so you can pull
is-
it.
well, so he could either pull so either Will Smith pulled the slap or he faked the sound and the slap wasn't as hard as we were led to
Yeah.
believe. And the shock on Chris Rock's face is just that, not the pain. Because let's face it, they're movie actors. They know how to slap somebody and to take
Yeah.
a slap. And you know, so at a bare minimum, the slap may have been unscripted, but not a full-blown Bas Rutten pimp slap you into another time zone fucking.
I'd
But
be
I
more
also
inclined to
think-
believe that.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, you know, maybe like on the way up there, you know, he's obviously got to go defend his wife's honor, blah, 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 blah. But like, how heated, you get heated, but like, you also got to, you walking up there in a fucking tuxedo. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you walking out there
And you're Will Smith.
You're nice ass, you're Uncle Willie, right? You know, so you're going up there, and you're walking up to a man that is hosting an event in a tux, and you're walking up there in a tux. You know, so there's a certain amount of like realization of like, I'm committed to this.
I
And
gotta
I
do
have
something
to-
now.
Now I have to do this because I'm committed to it, but at the same time, I know that at the end of the day, I shouldn't be doing this. And then he did issue like an actual like live apology. I don't know if you guys saw that. Like,
You know, I'd rather he didn't.
no.
Probably had
I'm saying in this instance, because just because of where it was and how it was, because the Academy Award situation, it's
Oh yeah, he
I think
doesn't
the
want
whole
to
thing-
lose that Oscar.
and he doesn't want, and honestly, and he doesn't want to be, as far as what he does for a living too. You don't want to be like shunned from the Academy too, like for your next performance after that, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to issue it, and I think it was just like poor placement. You know what I'm saying? Like that could have been handled completely fucking different. Like catching the motherfucker in the back, you know, saying go to commercial break, then catch the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let that shit go. Let the shit.
And then
say your
tell
shit,
everybody,
like,
hey, I apologize to him.
exactly.
Yeah.
But,
Or you
but
guys
in
come
real
out
life-
after the commercial break and be like, hey, we were just screwing around. We're good. Like,
right. Like, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get up right now, and I'm gonna go fucking slap this man. He could have just yelled that, keep my, saying, being serious about it, like, hey, and be like, yo, I'm not playing with you. I'm saying, like, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. Go to commercial. Go over there immediately. Beeline over to him and go check his ass. You know what I'm saying? Go check it. There's a classier ways of checking a motherfucker. If there's a way.
I have a
if
friend.
there's a way of the classically check a motherfucker.
I have a friend that put it succinctly. He said, I have yet to see someone get up on stage when it wasn't their turn and end up with more respect for them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So, this is just a long line of that history. But so here's the thing. Okay. So we all know whether it was, we've discussed the real or the fake aspect of it. But here's another thing that I hate about it. Number one, we're discussing it. Number two, this event made me agree with Kathy Griffin about something. And I can't fucking stand Kathy Griffin. But when someone's right, they're right.
What did you agree with?
So
I'm like,
Kathy,
oh, pray tell.
Yeah, right. That was Matt said the same thing. He's like, wait, what did that sawed off annoying? Anyway.
Yeah.
So essentially, Kathy Griffin tweeted out, I only caught this because I was doing research into all of this for what we're talking about tonight. She tweeted out, because Twitter is the place where all philosophy and higher thinking goes. Kathy Griffin said, let me tell you something. It's a very bad practice to walk up on stage and physically assault a comedian. Now we all have to worry about who wants to be the next Will Smith in comedy clubs and theaters. And
oh yeah, that's true.
She's
yeah, that's very true.
You can't tell jokes. Yeah.
It's doing something like that, like this, and not.
Can I set something straight though?
If you turn down your microphone.
Oh shit!
Yeah, please.
Jesus.
It's really important.
Sorry.
Wow.
Let me set something straight for the Griffins and everybody else out there. Assault is when you fake to hit someone, you don't make contact, you spit at them, it doesn't hit them. That's assault. Battery is when you actually make contact. People, please stop using assault. Use battery.
In California.
Say battered.
Yeah, it's battery.
Yep.
Actual physical contact is battery. So
assault is swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And battery is actually
assault is an attempted battery in California.
Mm-hmm.
If you can believe it.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Will Smith did kind of make it okay to, there's going to be a lot of people thinking, well, clearly we've now broken that social contract. I mean, even Michael Richards, with all the despicable shit that Michael Richards said up on stage, and I'm not here to defend Michael Richards at all. If somebody had got up and smacked the shit out of Michael Richards for some of the vile shit that came out of his mouth when he got caught, dropping all that shit in the comedy club, I would have said the same thing. Like, somebody should have caught Michael Richards outside the comedy club and whooped his ass for what he said, but not necessarily take the stage. There's always been this unspoken rule about, hey, the comedian's up on stage, he's doing his job, he's saying the thing. If you don't like it, don't come back, don't buy his album, shit talk him, or maybe confront him in person and be like, motherfucker, that shit wasn't funny.
Right.
So I hate to say it, I agree with Kathy Griffin that Will Smith just set a very, very bad precedent for people. And we've already seen, you guys have seen the footage of Karens getting up on stage at comedy clubs and like wagging their fingers at comedians, telling them that's not funny, that's offensive. It's like, fucking leave.
Yeah, you don't get comedy, get out.
Right.
Yeah.
But and in those situations, the comedian's not talking specifically to that Karen too. So there's a little different dynamic. It's not like
the
personal...
meme that said it's a good thing Will Smith or Chris Rock didn't make a joke about Alec Baldwin's wife.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny because it's true.
But wait a minute, think about comedians like Don Rickles, right?
Oh geez, yeah.
Don Rickles is the king of insult. He's one of the, he just literally goes up on stage and starts picking on the audience.
Right.
And you know, honestly, with Don Rickles, I think if somebody got up on stage, he's so old that if you slapped him, he might fall over dead. You know,
He probably turned
unless
to
he's
dust.
already dead. Is Don Rickles
I,
dead? Somebody
I
look that up.
think he's dead already.
might be dead.
I'm looking it up. I think he's dead, bro.
He's got to
But
be.
but he was
Fucker was
insulting
old.
people like, oh yeah, because he that's right, he was Mr. Potato Head
Oh yeah,
on Toy Story, and he's
2007
dead.
Yeah,
yeah,
2017.
yeah.
yeah, he died. But it sets a bad precedent. I mean, people are going to start thinking that that's okay now.
Well, you
I
know
don't
what else
Well-
it strengthens is this whole toxic masculinity bullshit, and The View was already speaking out on it. And I don't watch
On-
The View. I look
Right.
at
You hear
Instagram,
about
Facebook.
what shit happened. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's stupid because this has nothing to do with toxic masculinity. It has everything to do with
Are they saying
With-
Will Smith was displaying toxic masculinity?
Yeah.
Uh,
it has everything to do with being like having
Ye-
zero class.
You know,
Yeah.
oh sure, for sure,
Yeah,
class, but
yeah.
that's completely different. Hey, listen, you know what Will Smith was displaying? Being in a fucking box.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being
Yeah.
put in a situation where he himself was like, hey, I have a comedic background, you know what I'm saying? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, a bunch of comedies after that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I understand comedy. I was a comedic actor, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah.
I
Like,
was laughing at the joke until I looked at my wife.
I was laughing
I
at the
thought
joke
it was funny.
until I looked over at her, and then I got put in this position of like, she's pissed, she's
Oh,
looking
you
at me.
mad?
Yeah. Now I have to say or act a certain way
Yeah.
in order to appease
The wife.
her in my marriage and play a certain role that I'm now boxed in and expected to do. Now, obviously, like I just mentioned before, Marco, didn't you just say? I'm like, yeah, and I still stand by it. It was poor decision as far as what choice he made in the way of react. But I'm just saying, like, you saw a classic move where the guy gets put in a box and he has to do something.
Yeah. Well, he could have just
good
he could have
initiative, bad
used
judgment.
he could have used his words like Chris Rock used his words and fight words with words, and then, like we all said, take it up later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what would have been even better would have been if he's like, hey honey, I got it, and when he went up to accept his Oscar, started cracking jokes and leaning in on Chris Rock. That would have been better. That would have been funnier. And
Well, he would have to have known he was going to win an Oscar. He didn't know he was going
Oh,
to get
they
a chance
all
to
know.
talk.
They fucking know.
I'm sure they
No.
know. Like
They
they
know.
have to know.
They
So
fucking
they
know.
can,
Yeah, they know.
They know.
like,
You think so?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know.
You think they tell him now because they worry about their reaction faces? Like,
No,
some of
they've known. They've always known.
well, so
It's a small group of people voting for each other each fucking year. It's not like it's like we get to choose who gets a fucking Oscar. Just like,
yeah,
you
but
know, you want to
they might
you
get
want to
really
star
shitty
on the
about
Hollywood
like,
Walk of Fame, you go buy one. It's like, you
but
know,
we
it's
know
not
somebody
like,
in the academy,
Right,
and he's
right.
really he's really fucking tight-lipped about who he votes for. So who knows? But
Because he's
It-
that
it-
one guy that takes it too fucking serious when nobody else does. You know what I'm saying? There's always that one. There's always that one guy.
he's the one that wrecks the
thinks he's
curve.
well, he's the one that thinks he's actually doing something. Everyone's like, whatever, Timmy. He's like, whatever. Just let him go. Just let him go, dude. Just let him
Always
go.
Timmy.
Oh, it's
Timmy.
Timmy.
I think that Will Smith had every right to stand up for his wife. And there's one possibility that, you know, we're making fun of Will Smith because we all know like the crying Will Smith memes and the him knowing Jada was sleeping around on him. We know all that stuff. Like
it was an
compare-
entanglement, Thomas. Get it right.
Of course. An
You say entanglement?
We're wrestling.
That's what she
Here's the
said.
thing.
She was stuck in an
Oh, shit.
entanglement with another man.
Well, Will Smith was stuck in
Entanglement.
an entanglement with another comedian.
Yes.
But there is a genuine possibility that Will Smith, because for him to put up with the shit that he's put up with clearly from Jada, he must love her, right? Or she's a great
I mean,
parent,
apparently unconditionally.
right?
I mean,
So
I don't know how it's possible, but whatever.
if he
Yeah.
loves her that much and he's
well-
laughing and then he looks over expecting her to be kind of laughing and then she's not laughing and then he kind of looks and realizes that her feelings are getting truly hurt, then he might all of a sudden be like, you know, Papa Bear, like, oh, you can't, my wife's feelings are getting hurt, I need to say something. That could have been a genuine reaction, and in the heat of the moment he took it too far.
Yeah.
But
It was the
ultimately,
heat of the moment.
you know, I know you're gay.
But on the other hand, totally can believe
On the
whole
left
In the other hand-
conspiracy
In the other
side
hand, there wasn't a
of
slap.
it. Could totally believe the conspiracy side. One, to promote a backer, a major backer for the academy, and
I thought we
to
were not getting
promote-
into that yet.
Well,
I
Chuck
mean,
just took us down
Chuck
that
just
road,
took us
so
down
let's
that road,
go.
so
I'm
let's
just
go.
saying, like you
Fucking
could
driving now.
I
Holy
totally
segue,
could
Batman.
do
believe
it.
that portion to it.
Yeah.
And I put my tinfoil hat on because think about it: the disinformation and information on the internet and the propaganda and the anti-propaganda
Well,
is
no,
so
it's
thick.
not
It's
that-
hard to.
That
Well, let's back
conspiracy
up.
theory. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
back up. So let's
the train jumped the tracks a little
Yeah.
bit on that one.
so
Yeah, Matt brought something to our attention, and I wanted
Yeah.
I wanted him to
I said,
explain.
hey, funny coincidence I was just informed of. But our good friends over at Pfizer, we all know who Pfizer is now. I didn't know who fucking Pfizer was for a couple years ago, right?
I only knew him
um,
from the little blue pill.
Yeah.
Viagra.
So Pfizer,
Not that I've taken.
they are
would.
trying to be, they're in a race with other, pharmaceutical companies to get the first FDA approved pill as a treatment for alopecia.
Mm-hmm.
So they are currently in the lead. They started out dead last, but now they're leading the pack. You know how there was the race for the COVID vaccine, there's the race for the FDA approval on the alopecia treatment pill.
Okay.
And then they also decided that they were going to be one of the major sponsors of the Oscars as well.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Will Smith's wife has alopecia, a
Mhm.
very prominent Hollywood person who's come out publicly with it, embracing it, not but a few months ago or a year ago or some shit like that, right?
Hey, which one's alopecia?
That's the one. It's an autoimmune disease, and one of the side effects, the traits of it is you lose your hair.
And I can tell you,
Why I'm bald.
only one other person,
No, you're
that
just bald. Chuck.
one other famous person that has it,
No.
which is Elton John.
Right.
Oh,
Elton John famously has alopecia, and
Oh, yeah,
Here's
but
the
he's
thing.
talented.
Yes.
Marco.
Fucking zinger. That was a good
well,
one.
so there that lends credibility to my conspiracy
And
theory.
that's
part
not
of
a
it, too.
conspiracy theory because those are facts. Those are actually
Oh,
That's-
I'm
that's
sorry.
true.
I'm sorry. Hey, by the way,
Yeah.
What?
Willie, if you're listening, I did just talk shit about him, and that's gonna be Marco Antonio. It's art of Marco Antonio at gmail.com.
Yeah, me where to meet.
Yeah, absolutely. Hashtag come and get it.
That's the other thing. I wonder, like, depending on who had made the joke, if that would have gone down that way. Because there's been a bunch. What if it
Absolutely
was
not.
The Rock and not Chris Rock?
Oh yeah.
No,
No,
fuck
nope.
no, he's not gonna.
Oh.
Fuck no, he's not gonna stand over there. He's gonna give him like the wagging finger. You know what I'm saying? Like no,
Oh.
no, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh.
he's like, hey,
You
or
big
like,
Samoan
that-
bastard! If you were smaller, I might
Yeah.
do something.
Or
What
he's gonna
about
give him
Ricky
the
Gervais?
bartender. He's gonna give him the bartender like, hey, cut, you know, saying she's a little sack. Like, can you cut this shit out? You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll get that
Right.
one. He's gonna get up there and fucking get his ass broken in half if he goes does that
But
shit
that
to The
shit
Rock.
about Pfizer is true. They really
Yes.
did sponsor the Academy Awards, and they really are working on a drug for alopecia. And
Right.
Jada Pinkett is losing her hair because of alopecia. And guess what? The whole world is talking about Jada
Talking about-
Pinkett's fucking alopecia.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
Which I could definitely
I mean,
believe.
that's what product placement, brand integration.
I mean, it's a pretty ironic thing.
Like, you know, I don't believe in coincidence, but at the same time, I'm not saying that it was all faked just for Pfizer's benefit.
Just
but
for that.
I would
but
be
I-
willing to bet that
The shit that
Pfizer-
we've seen the past 2 years, I don't
doubt it.
doubt it
don't
for
know.
1 second.
yeah.
Not 1 fucking second, man.
So,
We're in the goddamn Truman Show now, man. It's it's
Ooh.
fucking.
but in what circumstances would it be? So how should? Because I don't want anybody listening to this to get the wrong impression. Every single
Gone.
one of us believes in talk shit, get hit.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is nothing toxic about what was toxic, quote unquote, about what Will Smith did was time and place. He showed zero class. Like when you're in a tuxedo, the most you should do is, you know, shove champagne or a wine glass in somebody's like that's what you're supposed to do.
He
is like-
could have looked at his wife and said, "Don't you worry, baby. I'm gonna handle this shit afterwards." And
Right.
she should, by his pattern of behavior up to this point, she should be able to look at him and go, "You're
okay.
right. I know you will. Okay, cool."
He should have pulled out his glove, slammed it on the ground, and challenged him to a duel.
Yes.
So I think that in other circumstances, like if you're
But Chuck is right, by the way.
what?
That'd be amazing.
Challenge
Yeah.
him to a duel.
Walk
I mean,
up there,
back in the
just
day,
fucking
yeah,
strap
yo,
leather glove
listen,
down,
hold on a second.
and then
Back
just
in the
fucking
days,
walk
I mean,
away.
when it was fashionable,
Yeah.
when it was fashionable to walk up and slap a man because some shit that he did, yeah, one of y'all motherfuckers had to die. You know what I'm saying? That was
Yes.
that was the beginning. That wasn't the
Right.
end.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
That was
yeah.
the end. That was
Yeah.
That's it. That was like, this is now escalating to the next. So I challenge you to a duel. Slap.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And then
So now we
Pistols
need
at Dawn.
Chris Rock and Will Smith.
Pistols at Dawn.
to ch-
We need Pistols
Oh,
at
but
Dawn.
here's the thing.
It's
I've
going to be
told
a
this story-
celebrity boxing match. Watch in
Or
3
the-
months, pay per
or
view,
the-
Oh yeah.
or the
millions of
pussies.
fucking dollars.
Dana White.
Yep.
Yep. No,
So
Dana White's not going to lower himself
It
to.
would be what's
to
that fucking
that,
retard's
to-
name? I'm
yeah,
sorry,
Jake
Jake
Paul.
Paul's name.
Jake
Paul.
Paul. Yeah.
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, that
Logan.
dumb fuck.
Logan Paul. Whatever.
one of the
I don't know.
Pauls,
One of the
fuck
Pauls.
Peter Paul and Mary.
Is he ever
The
going
guy
to
who
fight
was
an
here.
actual boxer? Is he ever going to fight an actual boxer?
No, he's done. Remember, he
fought
claimed
boxers.
to have like
Who?
that brain injury from boxing because people found out his shit was fake, and he's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah. No, he never
Lawsuit.
actually
Nobody-
fought a professional
Yeah.
boxer.
No. Oh,
No.
professional boxer.
No.
Yeah.
I was like, no, he's
no,
boxed
no.
people in the gym. Like,
Yeah,
No,
but he's never
no.
fought, he's
No.
never
No,
fought
of course not.
an actual boxer,
No.
somebody
No.
who trained
No.
deliberately
No.
for boxing.
No, he would
Which
get
Right?
basically-
fucking
Or am I
rolled.
wrong?
I don't.
think I'm right.
I don't
I don't
follow any of the Pauls.
Some
that
MMA.
close. YouTube is, you're famous for
Yeah.
what? What's he famous for?
But hey,
Filling his
good
house
on
with
him.
shaving
You know what?
cream?
That kid's made a shit ton of money. Invest it, spend it wisely. Good on you. Fucking go
Yeah.
get yours. I never contributed to it. I never bought a pay-per-view event or anything like that.
Same.
So
No,
whatever. Fucking do you, buddy. Good on you. Make all that money. Whatever.
Make that paper, right?
There you go.
Well, I don't want people to think that we're against talk shit,
Yeah.
get head. I think there are.
But when is it
absolutely
appropriate?
circumstances. Yeah, when is it appropriate? I
When
think
is it appropriate?
at a
So,
bar.
Yeah. And
At a
and
bar,
after
it's appropriate.
after do warrant, like let's put ourselves in a situation. You're at a bar, some freaking guy, drunk or not, makes some fucking comment about the woman you're with.
Right.
Right.
Well, that changes the dynamics because is the guy who's at the bar talking shit about your wife? Is he the comic up on stage being paid to
No,
make
that's what I'm
jokes?
saying. No, I'm
Right.
saying we're
No,
putting
no,
it
I
in a
know.
different context.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
so if that guy at the bar isn't that guy, isn't the comic up on stage,
Right.
then guess what? I didn't come here to have you tell jokes at mine and my wife's expense. That's not why I'm here. So therefore, there is no social contract where I let you get away with talking a little bit of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That
But do
social
you
contract
just
didn't
do you
exist.
haul off and just swing right there, or do you say something first?
Well,
Like,
something
hey,
first.
dude,
No,
it'd be a
again,
really
depends on the
wise
severity.
decision for you at this point
It-
to move the fuck on over to the other side of the bar and not fucking look at us again. And there's your warning, right?
I think it depends on
Yeah.
the severity, but I'm a firm believer in you got to get that like threatening, you got to make the comment first. You got to see the fear in their eyes and let them know what's going to happen to them first, right? And give them a chance to apologize and back down. That's me.
Mm.
Yeah.
But you don't
Ironically,
have
Mhm.
I was just talking to my tattoo artist about this the other day.
I'm sorry. Come
and
again.
I have a tattoo artist.
Carry on.
And we were talking while I don't know, we were just talking, but I was at a session and we were talking and it brought up slapping someone, and nothing turns a man, and we both agreed, nothing turns a man into a boy like getting an open hand bitch slap straight to the face.
Oh
It
yeah.
humbles
You're
the
right.
fuck out of you because
Yeah.
you're like,
And
"Did he
it's
just slap me?"
degrading
yeah.
because somebody else will
Yeah.
see like that guy just slapped that man. Like that's
Right.
if you're the person getting slapped, that is
Right.
one of the most humiliating, degrading, just
Right.
fucking. You're not even worth a balled up fist. Yeah. Yep.
You basically, got whacked on the pee-pee.
Yep. One pee one.
Yeah, But it's true. I mean,
It
I
is.
could tell you,
It's
you guys have
yeah.
known me for years. Like nothing nuts me up, like quite like getting slapped. Like just if
You say
somebody's-
nuts me up.
Yeah, right.
You get excited.
Oh shit. Hold on.
There you go. And I can point to the exact moment when that like all started in my life, where I was like, nobody's ever gonna fucking slap me again, and if they do, they're gonna pay a hefty price. But if it's a woman slapping you because you like, if you walk up to a girl and you're like, want to suck my ass, you look like a whore, and Like she slaps you for that?
The fact that you went for the ass. You didn't say dick. You didn't say
Well,
toe.
I'm
No, you went,
basing it
"Suck
on a
my
real
ass."
person. I'm
Okay.
basing it on a real Trump person
wow.
that I watched
Okay.
do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That escalated quickly.
No,
It was
no.
straight for the
This
rim
guy-
job on that one.
my-
Holy
my-
shit.
My buddy Phil. My buddy Phil used to have the worst pickup lines in the world. And one time he walked up to a girl and I was standing right
And
next to him,
not
he walked up
worst
to this girl.
good, not like horrible, but
like
funny, cute,
like-
and haha, you can buy
No,
me a
like-
drink. No, just terrible, just fucking
Yeah,
suck my
like-
ass kind of.
Like he walked up to a
situations.
girl and he goes, you want to go get a pizza and fuck?
I've
And
actually
she goes,
used that.
no. And he goes, well, you don't like pizza? You know,
I met a girlfriend that way.
well,
I should have known it wasn't gonna last.
so, and he walked up to a girl one time, random stranger walked up to her and he goes, so if I asked you real nice, would you give me a rim job? And she goes, no. And then he points at me and he goes, how about him? And she goes, maybe.
Oh my god.
So that's why I went, because that was his favorite thing, was going to the eating ass as his pickup line.
I mean, look, there's something to be said about when you're in a social setting like that, just throwing a fistful of spaghetti against the wall to see what sticks. But
true.
when you're just throwing dry spaghetti, like those lines, like nothing's gonna stick to the fucking wall.
But here's the thing: when you say those things, you better expect a response, right?
Oh yeah.
You have got to expect a response. A drink in the face, a kick in the nuts.
It's gonna happen.
A slap, whatever.
Absolutely.
And you deserve it.
Yeah. Oh,
Like-
100%.
All you should just do is
100%.
start like tallying them up with the little hash marks on your prison cell wall, like counting the days till you get out. It's just count up the slaps until one of them works, and be like, okay, so the ratio is 24-1. I get 24 slaps to one ass eating. You
But
know?
yeah, because the law of
So-
probability, every no gets you one step closer to a yes. It's
Right.
going to happen eventually.
It's going. I don't know how many girls you have to ask that way, but
but it will. There
It
will be
one
that
of them.
one.
it will be
Yes.
that one who will be into it. But I think if you talk shit, like especially if you talk shit to my wife, right, and I'm there, like that's it. Like we're gonna have words, and the words that come out of my mouth better be followed by an apology out of your mouth, or
Mhm.
or it's gonna go right. And that's talk shit, get hit. There was a time where actions had consequences instantly. There's even a section of the penal code that covers in California words likely to provoke an immediate violent reaction.
What are those words? Just so I can jot them down for a friend.
They don't actually codify the words. They just
Oh,
kind
okay.
of leave it up to the person to say, well, yeah,
Whatever word
that was probably a bit offside.
Okay.
So I think we, as a society, we used to recognize there was a bridge too far, right? There was
Right.
like this. No, you can't say that. If you say that, you're gonna fucking hit. Like,
Yeah. And then you have to
that's-
be okay with it. You'd be like,
Right.
you know what? Yeah, I fucked up. That was
Yeah,
that was me, guys.
that was my bad.
my bad.
I'm on that.
We'll go ahead and say that was my bad.
I think that brings in a whole another topic is the social media aspect of everything. I think we can all agree on it that this
All
whole
the
social
keyboard
media
warriors.
keyboard warriors has
Yeah.
given people beer muscles, and then when they go in public, they think they're still behind their fucking keyboard and they say some shit like what I call beer muscles. When you get too drunk and you say something really stupid and then you get hit, but it's the same thing behind a keyboard. You're like, oh, you build up this confidence where I can say whatever the fuck I want to someone, and then you're in a real life situation and you say what you
Yeah.
would say behind a keyboard, and then you realize real life's about to fuck you up right in your face.
Yeah.
You think?
And you have to
And-
remember that,
Oh.
you know,
You think?
It yes, it is illegal for me to hit you just because you say something to me 9 out of 10 times. But that doesn't mean I won't. Like there's
Right.
there's laws that say you're not supposed to do that, but
Well, so that's supposed to.
right.
What was
Hey,
it,
yo,
Marvin?
I got something for you guys. You think if the shit was reversed, you think Jada would have gotten up there?
No.
No,
What do
You
you
know
what
what I'm saying?
reverse?
I'm
No.
not, I'm not saying-
Like
I'm
like
not
he
saying
was picking
slap
on
him.
him?
No,
Yeah.
let's
What do
say
you mean
Amy
reversed?
Schumer's up there. Let's say Amy Schumer's up there and she makes a
Oh,
joke
and there was a
about
okay.
Will Smith watching Jada bang some other dude while
Right.
they were in their entanglement.
Oh, that would have been amazing. First,
It would have
of
been
all.
at first. I mean, that
She
would have
would've
been
got-
the
she
first
would've
funny thing
immediately
Amy
got-
Schumer ever said.
But she would have immediately been in the wrong because she's a white straight woman picking
Let's take
on
race out of it.
black. Okay,
You're
I'm
right,
just,
right.
I'm just saying with
I know
Hollywood.
what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But
Okay,
I know
but
what
I
you're saying,
get what you're
I'm
saying
with
too.
Tom. Let's
If
take that out.
okay, the females up there.
All things being equal,
Right,
one
right, right,
Tiffany Haddish, I don't give a shit.
Right.
Makes a joke
Yeah,
about Will Smith being a cuckold. Do you really? And Will Smith starts crying and looks at Jada like, this hurts my feelings. Do you really think Jada's going to get up there and take action?
no,
Fuck
not
no.
not in that dress she was wearing. Absolutely not.
No.
Had she been in a tracksuit, it would have been a completely different game.
So yeah.
But I don't think there's an expectation for women to do that either. I don't, and that's
There is
you
now.
can
Equal.
call.
No.
Well,
No, you can stop.
that's
You can
true.
stop. You can stop that shit right there. I'm
I was
making
like,
this
I
official.
do.
I'm making this shit official.
Are you breaking out the book?
Where's I don't know what I moved and I don't know what fucking went after I moved. Anyway, it's right. So I'm gonna find the motherfucker. I'm gonna put this shit in there. It was like we're talking about equal, right? We're talking about equals, right?
Right.
Guess what? Now
Yeah,
it's your job.
but that's not convenient.
To get out there.
It's equal
I don't
and
give a fuck.
convenient.
You know what's not convenient? Them fucking 4-foot stilettos that I gotta carry because your ass fucking got too drunk and can't walk in them anymore. You know, that's what's not convenient. You know what I'm saying? That's what's not convenient.
You want to talk about convenient, baby? Carry your own damn purse.
Carry your own purse and carry your own shoes.
Oh my
As
god.
a matter of fact, handle your liquor so I don't gotta carry you at the end of the night.
There you go.
Oh, that's never gonna happen.
So
Who's got the rocket ship taken off?
that's me? It's my phone.
I think it's me because I'm in the middle of a storm.
No, it's legit my phone.
Oh, okay.
Huh, maybe not. Anyway,
Weird.
Okay, I've been having like the freezing on and off the whole time because I'm telling you, there's a storm coming through right now. Or windstorm
It's starting
turning
up
into a
again.
little rain.
well, just let us know if that tornado touches down. If Marco just disappears off the screen, we'll know.
A twister.
We'll see him go by a couple times. Shoom, shoom.
So, well, I think that expectation is for women. Not they don't have that same expectation. And if you want to say that toxic masculinity is, well, men shouldn't have that expectation either. Let me clue you in on something. It's not an expectation that gets us to do it. It's our nature to do it. It's biological. And yes, maybe there are guys that don't have the biological urge, but it's not because they don't want to. It's because they don't possess the ability to.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, any guy worth his salt wants to smack another guy and gets that urge. I mean, toddlers do it. You look at a fucking wham! That kid stole my toy. I hit him.
Yes.
Right.
I have a question for everybody.
What?
If you guys
Guilty.
were Chris Rock and,
Oh, sorry.
and you cracked that joke, would you sit there and take it, A, or B, be like, I'm not a bitch, and fucking shove him back and be like, let's fucking square up and go, regardless if it's live television or not? I would be more inclined to be like, oh, we're about to scrap.
Yeah.
Because
as
at
soon as
that
he
point-
slapped me and walked away, I would have taken a couple steps and tapped him on the shoulder and be like, no, we're just getting started, buddy. And as soon as he turns around, he's catching these hands.
Well, because
Well,
even if
that's-
you lose, at least everyone knows you're not a bitch, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You
You
know
can't
what?
take that. You
Should be,
can't take
challenge accepted. Where should we meet? I as the person being challenged, I agree to your duel, and it will be broadswords at noon.
that. Yeah. Just call him out right there on national TV.
Right.
You know,
You're like, all
I
right,
hate
listen,
this.
bitch, you and I, we're going to handle this. Pick a time and a place right now in front of God and
Even-
everybody. Pick a
even
time and a
though
place.
even though even though I'm not a big fan of this rapper, artist, whatever. If you all remember back in the day when Eminem went to go accept his award and Moby was booing him because Eminem had talked shit about had that one line about Moby his his song. And as he's in the middle of his acceptance speech, Moby's over there booing. Eminem just like saying blah blah, thank you to blah blah. He's like, and keep booing. If you don't think I'm gonna slap a man in glasses, then you're dead wrong. And then it goes right back into saying what he's saying. I think that should have been the way to handle it. I think that should have been the way to handle that. Would have been like, so after this commercial breaks, you're not gonna have a long talk that you're not gonna like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not gonna get into something that you're not gonna like. So next is the award for, and just gonna roll right back into it. And next is the award for blah 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 blah. And can't wait until the commercials.
So it's interesting you brought that up because I was just strangely enough watching a documentary about the making of the movie Coming to America. And I know this sounds like a weird segue, but
There's a documentary
talked-
about that?
yeah,
What's
Oh,
it
I
on?
can't wait.
It's
What's
Yeah,
brilliant.
it on?
yeah.
Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
look that shit up.
In fact, they interview
I can't
your
wait.
boss's dad. Matt.
Okay.
They interview your boss.
Oh
You
yeah,
know who I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
Yeah, he's on there.
Absolutely, yeah.
So apparently, first of all, John Landis is a prick. Like everybody, like anybody who's heard or learned anything about the director of Coming to America knows he's a fucking asshole. He also was responsible for the death of an actor and 2 small children on the set of
Yes.
Twilight Zone.
Yes.
And he was kind of a jerk about that as well. But Eddie Murphy gave him another chance and he directed Coming to America. Well, apparently he made some joke on set and talked a little bit of shit to Eddie Murphy on set. And the next thing you know, Eddie Murphy had his arm around John Landis's neck in a chokehold.
Mhm.
And to this day, John is like, I don't even know what it was about, you know, of course, because that's always what the guy who talked
Yeah.
a little bit.
I was
too
a
much
victim.
said. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said that, you know, then he separated him, and Eddie, the director stormed off set. Eddie Murphy went to his trailer. He said they got back together, and when they finally talked in Eddie Murphy's trailer, he looked at Eddie Murphy and said, let's just go back to the set and do the work. And Eddie Murphy handled it brilliantly. He said, you know what? Fine. We will go back and do the work, but understand that after this moment, we are no longer friends. And that was it. Like
Yeah.
it could have been just that simple for Will Smith to say,
Mhm.
you know, hey, you know what? I understand you were up there doing your job, but you owe my wife an apology, or
Mhm.
after this moment, we are no longer friends. Right? It could have been that simple.
Yeah.
Fair.
You should have taken the mic out of his hand and been like, Here's my response to your shit.
We about to get jiggy with it, son.
Yeah. No.
Do you think?
no,
Okay,
no.
now do you think they should take his Oscar away from him?
No,
No, I think it's unrelated.
Fucking yeah.
Unrelated. I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think
too-
so.
I'm
That's
on
too
the fence
woke.
about it. Well, no. Here's the thing. I don't think it's woke at all. He brought a level of ghetto and shame and classlessness to what's supposed to be a black tie event, and
yeah.
if you're there to win an award and you behave shamefully at the award ceremony, I think they have every right to take it from him.
But
Should
at the
they?
s-
I don't know.
Yeah. At the same time, they're happy because now, for the first time in like about a decade, people are
You know-
actually talking about the Oscars. So there's that too.
Well, you know what? T?
Ratings.
I'll meet you in the middle. They should have not aired his award.
Well, but it was best
Ooh.
actor,
Yeah,
It doesn't matter.
That's been good.
Doesn't matter.
That's one of
and
the
it's
big.
live.
big-
I understand. I understand that, but they can just skip that one. Think about it. They
Yeah.
can just pull it. Like they can just pull it. They go to commercial, pull it. They go to the Lifetime Award.
But then
They
that's
can
the
do this, do
Oscars
best director, best-
siding with what then?
I don't know.
'cause-
I
'cause
would say
everything's-
give him the
And
award,
not-
but don't let him come
not
up on
allowing-
stage and make it. You already went up on stage. You don't get to make a speech.
Yeah, you
Right,
used your
like,
stage
right.
time already.
Use your stage time
You
to slap
used it
Chris
poorly.
Rock. I'm sorry.
That's it. You're done.
Just announce. Just announce the winner.
Uh.
Just announce the winner at the end, and saying don't give him that time to accept it, and just be like. And at the end, at the next day, the awards can just say, "So we decided not to do this because we do not
Mhm.
condone that kind of behavior during our Black Tie Fair ceremony."
Right.
Who's gonna side against that? Saying like this.
Yeah.
That's simple.
But then they're going to say,
They're like,
"Oh, but it was
okay.
okay." But then the people, the other, to play devil's advocate, the other people can go, "Oh, so then you're condoning the classless joke, even though it was told by a comedian that picked on a
Double-edged
person's
sword, yeah.
picked on a person's disease that she has."
Oh man,
No,
yeah, I can really see that.
You
right
know?
now.
We're not condoning, but that's the thing. Like
Like,
you
who
don't
do you
have
punish?
to. Okay. So hold on. Nothing comes out of those actors' mouths that isn't on that fucking teleprompter for the most part. I mean, yes, they say some unscripted stuff, especially comedians occasionally, but I guarantee you that joke was on the teleprompter.
It was signed off on by, like, they had to go over his material.
Right.
Of course.
I guarantee you that joke was on the teleprompter, and then and they knew that joke was going to be made. It's just like Ricky Gervais. Do you think the Golden Globes don't know what he's going to say? They know. It's on the teleprompter, right? So they condoned it by letting him make the joke in the first place. There's no pulling that back. Now, if the Academy wants to come out and show us the teleprompter, show us the receipts, and be like, "No, we didn't know."
Yeah, he was ad-libbing
He was
shit there.
out on his own. But
They
in that
probably
case,
should, to save their own ass at this
No.
point.
Yeah.
Put
So-
themselves in the clear. Be like, "Hey, just so you know, that was off the cuff shit that we did not condone, but whatever."
So
Got everybody talking about it.
well, I think we successfully
And Chris
mined the
Rock's,
shit out of that.
Chris Rock's world tour dates. His tickets have seen a 200% uptick in sales since the incident. So mission accomplished.
Right.
And Jade is going to have Will on her podcast to break this down as well.
So now, what were you
Everybody's
thinking when
making
you went
money
up there?
off it, yeah.
And Will's like, I was thinking, I wanted you to stop kicking me under the table.
Yeah. I was thinking it was funny. And I saw he was pissed. I'm like, oh shit, we mad now.
Oh,
Okay, here we go.
I ain't getting laid if I don't, like, Oscar or not, I ain't getting laid if I don't say some shit. So,
I want to be able to watch you fuck some guy.
You are
I mean, come on. Like, he's keep your wife's name out your fucking mouth, but his wife's allowed to have other dicks in hers. It just doesn't make sense.
Matt. Well, I wanted to say thank you to a couple of people on a personal note. I want to say
you're welcome.
I'm gonna do a romper room moment. And Jason, Drew, Joshua, Christopher, Troy.
Get the big fake magnifying glass out. I see.
Edward.
Did she ever call your name? She called my name twice that I remember.
No, she never
on
called
romper room. And I see Matthew, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's
it took me forever to figure out that was just a hole in the freaking thing, and that, like,
oh yeah, we were fucking idiot kids. We didn't know.
No, but also Chris, Susan, Eric, Anonymous, and Anthony, they have all contributed a cup of coffee, at least in some cases, like 3 or 4 cups of coffee to my flight school fund. And so I'm halfway. I'm getting there. I'm not halfway to my goal, but I'm halfway through the ground school portion. So what the hell? I'll be up flying around with my hair on fire in the rotating wings of chaos anytime soon. So we're making, and for all those of you that want to go on this pig hunting trip from, boar hunting from the helicopter, we're in. We just got to make this happen. So get your friends to donate a cup of coffee too, and we'll make it happen. We'll get it going. Marco, we're going to invade Texas. We're going to make this shit a good time.
Hey, since you're going to be a, Mr. Helicopter pilot and anybody who's into, anything having to do with air travel, you have to be very focused on the weather, you're going to be learning like all about clouds shit. Do you know what color the wind is?
No.
Blue. Blue.
Oh, I just got that.
Well, Aussie bastard wanted to know if you guys know, why do gymnasts wear leotards?
Why?
Because if they didn't, they would stick to the floor.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do you know the difference between a vegan and a computer programmer?
What?
One is disgusted by a rack of lamb and the other is disgusted by a lack of ram.
That's pretty fucking clever.
All right. I like that one.
I saw a doctor.
Go ahead. Saw a doctor.
I saw the doctor the other day, and he's like, "Hey, you got to stop masturbating." I was like, "Why?" He goes, "Because I'm examining you."
To throw it back to earlier,
okay.
There could be 100 people in a room. 99 won't slap you, but one will.
Go, Marco.
Oh my god. What do you call it? What do you call a kid in a wheelchair with an AR-15?
What?
Special forces.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm loving
What's
that
Superman's greatest weakness?
What?
A bucking horse.
Oh, god damn, that was dark.
That one hurt my feelings.
That hurt your soul right there, Thomas. I saw that. Speaking of freaking deaths, what do you call a typo on a tombstone?
Oh, what?
What?
A grave mistake.
Oh, boy.
Oh, about a month before he died, my uncle had his back covered in lard. After that, he went downhill fast.
Oh my god. How do you embarrass an archaeologist?
How?
Give him a used tampon and ask him which period it came from.
Oh. I was talking to my wife the other night and asked her why she married me, because like I'm clearly like, I'm married above my station. And she goes,
we both did.
And she goes, because you're really funny. And I said, well, I thought it was because I was good in bed. And she goes, see, you're hilarious.
No.
And
When does a cub? Oh, go for it.
I know that inevitably I will choke to death on gummy bears, but I just hope that people will just stop it. I was killed by bears.
Hell of a way to go.
When does a cub become a Boy Scout?
When?
When he eats his first brownie.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Mine was I got kicked out of the Boy Scouts. I got caught eating a brownie.
Oh my God.
I saw an ad for burial plots.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, this is the last thing I need.
So I got into this argument with my coworker the other day as to which vowel was the most important.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I won.
Oh, jeez.
What did the cannibal do after he dumped his girlfriend?
What?
Oh boy.
Wipe his
He
ass?
wiped his ass.
Yeah, Marco got it.
No, that was just a random guess.
Oh my
Nice.
God.
I didn't mean to Tommy you. I apologize.
Oh my
No,
God.
no. What's
That was
the
amazing. Jesus Christ.
Confucius say, "Man who run behind car get exhausted. Men who run in front of car get tired."
Remember those from when we were a kid?
Oh,
Yeah.
I love them.
Confucius say, man with hole in pocket feel cocky all day.
Confucius
Man
say,
who-
"Man who go to bed." Oh, go ahead, Margot's got it.
Man who go to bed with itchy butthole wake up with smelly finger.
Confucius
Oh.
say, baseball is a wrong. Man with 4 balls can no walk.
When do you kick a dwarf in the balls?
Whenever possible. Whenever you want coins to pop out of them.
When he's standing next to your girl and says her hair smells nice.
Okay, so
What
I have,
shampoo do you use?
I have a bit of a long one. Do you want to save it for this? I don't know how many more you guys have, but I have one.
Long one. Hey, do you ever do the random thing like with somebody who you mildly know at work, you just say you're like good work friend, you just kind of just met him and you happen to be at the urinal next to him in the bathroom, and you just glance over and go, hey, is that a new watch? You ever do that? Because it makes
No.
him feel really uncomfortable.
Sure it does.
A daughter asked her mother how to spell food. Her mom said, "You should have asked me last night when I tipped with my tongue."
Boy.
Okay. All right, Thomas, bring it
All right,
home.
Here you go. An old blind Marine wanders into an all-girl biker bar by mistake.
Oh my God, I know these things.
He finds his way to the bar stool and orders a shot of Jack Daniels. After sitting there for a while, he yells to the bartender, "Hey, you want to hear a blonde joke?" And the bar immediately falls silent. In a very deep, husky voice, the woman next to him says, "Before you tell that joke, I think it's only fair given that you are blind that you should know 5 things. The bartender is a blonde girl with a baseball bat. The bouncer is a blonde girl. I'm a 6-foot-tall, 175-pound blonde woman with a black belt in karate. The woman sitting next to me is a blonde and a professional weightlifter. And the lady to your right is blonde and a professional wrestler. Now, think about it. Seriously, do you still want to tell that blonde joke?" And the Marine says, "Well, no, not if I'm going to have to explain it 5 times."
Oh God! All right. Well,
I think we've
Thanks for
covered
playing.
2 millionaires hitting each other enough.
yeah, and we're done. We're not bringing it up again.
No.
Don't. You can ask us questions via emails at lockerroommailbag@gmail.com, or you can reach out onto our social media and slide into those DMs and ask away, and we'll get back to you at our earliest inconvenience. But we are not bringing this bullshit up again.
And next week we'll tackle what I hope to get to this week, which was the topic of racism based on that handout we got sent to us, or we found from a Home Depot workshop on teaching employees about privilege and racism. It was borderline sadly comical. I couldn't tell which one I wanted to cry laughing or cry crying.
Yeah. Pretty horrendous. Well, shit, boys.
Well, until our next episode, we'll see you in the locker room.
See ya.